the land of real, there's a love that's true. Sugar love is her name, spreading sweetness too. Her voice like velvet, smooth as a summer breeze. A podcast, the soundtrack to everybody's ears. Sugar love, she's the queen of soul. Ooh, yeah. A podcast, the place where the stories unfold. Ooh, yeah. News and entertainment with a touch so sweet. She's the heartbeat of the community's beat. She brings the news with flavor like a cup of hot tea. Uncovering stories, bringing light to what we see. With her infectious laughter, she uplifts every soul. Sugar love, she's the one who makes us feel whole. She's the one who makes us feel whole. In the land of real, there's a love that's true. Sugar love is her name, spreading sweetness too. Her voice like velvet, smooth as a summer breeze. A podcast, the soundtrack to everybody's ears. Sugar love, she's the queen of soul. Ooh, yeah. A podcast, the place where the stories unfold. Ooh, yeah. News and entertainment with a touch so sweet. She's the heartbeat of the community's beat. She brings the news with flavor like a cup of hot tea. Uncovering stories, bringing light to what we see. With her infectious laughter, she uplifts every soul. Sugar love, she's the one who makes us feel whole. She's the one who makes us feel whole. In the land of real, there's a love that's true. Sugar love is her name, spreading sweetness too. Her voice like velvet, smooth as a summer breeze. A podcast, the soundtrack to everybody's ears. Sugar love, she's the queen of soul. Ooh, yeah. A podcast, the place where the stories unfold. Ooh, yeah. News and entertainment with a touch so sweet. She's the heartbeat of the community's beat. She brings the news with flavor like a cup of hot tea. Uncovering stories, bringing light to what we see. With her infectious laughter, she uplifts every soul. Sugar love, she's the one who makes us feel whole. She's the one who makes us feel whole. In the land of real, there's a love that's true. Sugar.
Hey y'all, yes, we got part 2 of Jaguar Wright's Return to the Blue Couch. Yay! Yay! Yeah! Right, so we're going to start this video like right now. Yes, part 2. Don't forget this credit goes out to real, real life productions. Let's go.
And real quick, I have to go back to the raid real quick with Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
His sons were there, and he was not there at the houses.
Yeah.
And he was
The
quiet.
worst part of that.
To see his sons being
How the
handcuffed.
do you force your kids to do your perp walk? That was the worst part, and all I could think about was Kim and Misa.
The girls.
Just her son. He left their son to be walked out backwards on camera for the world to see. Thank God Kimura got the girls. Misa's son. Misa and Wolf's son.
Man.
And Quincy's missing.
Quincy's missing. Oh. And lastly.
After he was questioned by the feds.
After.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was in witness protection right now. Which means his father ain't never gonna see him again.
Have we seen the last, or is this just the beginning of that
Quincy,
saga?
It's just getting started.
Quincy good. Quincy leave his brother.
Which is why I think people are so uncomfortable about me being in this position right now because of my press pass and because I'm gonna be in the courtroom for the Keefe D trial. If we get to the bottom of Tupac's when that is finally revealed, 15 other will be revealed with it.
Everything on this page is alleged for educational and entertainment purposes. Everything is alleged. We just do commentary. Everything is alleged. Thank you. Entertainment and educational purposes, and fair use too.
And you will find that they were all committed by the same two people, father and son.
Were you surprised by Keefe D's arrest for Tupac?
No. I'm just surprised that he hasn't given it up yet. I'm surprised that he hasn't gone to the feds yet because he just got stabbed in jail.
Yes, he did.
He's been beaten 3 times. And I'm going to say it for a fact. I know you the one pulling the strings, Reggie Wright Jr. Stop putting your dirty work on other people. You know exactly what you are. And so help me God if you don't keep my name out your mouth.
With the last time you were on the couch, you had mentioned, and it's crazy.
Riverside is a platform most well known for podcasting. However, from the perspective of a filmmaker,
that you say these things. You talk about Bad Boy. You speak on Heavy D. You speak on I'll Be Sure.
Yeah.
And you say like, look who's standing. And now I'll Be Sure is now, he's being cryptic. Not too cryptic, but he's
very cryptic.
He's very cryptic. But
he's speaking louder than he's ever spoken before.
Ever.
And the reason why he's cryptic is for the sake of his son. Imagine having an enemy that has a position of influence in your child's life and knowing that that person sends you notes and messages every now and then. If you don't do this, if you don't do that, that boy is allegedly. Imagine that. Imagine that your baby mama is telling you that if you don't do what he wants you to do, he's going to child. And you know he's capable of it. Allegedly. Story in the Bible. 2 women had 2 babies. One woman went to sleep, rolled over on her baby. The other woman's baby was just fine. The woman whose baby, she got up, she went and stole the baby from her roommate. Then they fought over who the mother was. They went before the king, King Solomon. He heard both sides of the story and said, give me a knife. Give me a sword. He got the sword and he was like, I'm going to cut the baby in half and each of you can have a piece and then we'll be done with it. It was the real mother that said, don't harm that baby. She can have him.
Wow.
Why is nobody willing to accept, as monstrous as people are finding out that Diddy is now, that he wouldn't be willing to split Quincy in half? Because he would.
Yeah, he said some years ago, like
Quincy,
during a
a
TV show,
grown
that he
man.
would like harm his own mother to get what he wanted, or something along
Quincy
those
is a
lines.
grown man who lives
So,
by
Well, I don't
himself.
blame him for wanting to harm that. She's his victimizer and his pimp. She is first pimp.
Okay. You know, your Bible story, I have to just sidetrack real quick and ask you this question, or get your thoughts on it. There's a man who recently married conjoined twins, and he's only marrying one of them while the other is attached by the hip, and they both share the same bottom parts. Is there anything that you feel wrong with that, freaky or indifferent?
I mean, question is, what's wrong with the bitches down with it?
It does raise questions.
Like, you forcing your sister to get raped so you can get off.
Well, the sister says she has to put on headphones to kind of zone out.
Yeah, but she's still feeling it.
Yeah, that is still happening.
You forcing your sister to get raped. She don't want that nigga. you want that nigga. That's what I hear. As a selfish bitch.
So right.
She's sitting over there with her headphones on. La 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 la. What kind of wants to be in those kind of conditions? I'm only in love with the right side of you. The left side. I don't know who that bitch she can get this to. Like, that's how this sound to me.
Crazy.
I don't know, am I sounding crazy?
No, you're right. You're making some points. Valid point.
Everybody selfish except for the headphones. The thing that's tripping me out is, why don't you grab, like, are you in control of any part of the body? Like, you need to take a free hand and start beating the out of them every time they get the. I bet you he don't want it no more than. Like, give you a little skillet, and as soon as they get the fuck hey, headphone, bitch, get a pan. Like, I don't fucking la la.
We hope she finds a man herself. We hope she finds a man
I
herself.
so can't. Wild in this world, yo.
It's funny, you open up Beyonce's internet, it just gets weird.
Beyonce's internet.
That's what we're calling
That
it.
belongs to the devil. Unless you calling that the devil, she ain't nothing but an employee.
Oh.
And half of which dumbass bitch.
So, you know, it's funny that it's crazy you say these
I
things.
know nobody want to accept that bitch.
I think she's.
She went and killed the girl Cats.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
The girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. You know, snacking on his bitch, killing people, cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her a restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? she's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician and she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music, handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know.
What makes you so vocal? Like,
I'm tired.
he just
I
like,
just want to skip to the end. All this shit is fucked up. All you niggas is weird. Go to fuck to jail and let's move on and let Generation Z make their own problems, make their own choices. These kids are living the consequences of what Gen X did and don't even know why they're doing it because everyone's lying.
So
Corporate Takeoff's death wasn't nothing but a corporate hostile takeover using his life as the god. Oh my God.
man, RP Takeoff.
That boy died so they could cash in a motherfucking insurance policy and to cover up the fact that Rock Nation was ripping Megan away from 300. I guess nobody's paying attention to the fact that complete control of Megan Thee Stallion's career was taken over right after Takeoff died, and the Prince family were forced to leverage and let her go, even though they did not want to.
Hey, Shot Girl.
Isn't that interesting?
Sunday.
Houston politics. Let me ask you because
And I'm not saying allegedly.
oh, okay.
I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough. You just want to go down there and you want to just remove all of the balls from every real gangster in Houston. Why the fuck did that house burn up? Who the fuck goes to their childhood house for a visit and the shit goes up in flames?
That was very weird. The next day,
And
within the week?
And no, the next day.
The next day.
And still, no real investigation on how the house just went up in flames.
When she was a little girl, she looked at me like I was a superhero. When she was sick, it was always Daddy.
Man,
I guess they paid y'all off. Like they paid y'all off for that Astro World.
Hey, Jay.
so let me ask you.
Texas politics.
Yeah, Texas politics, man. This is.
When you drive into Houston and old fucking Sam Houston sitting there, you can hear him talking. Every time I drive past Sam Houston on 45, you know what I hear when I see him? That's all I hear. The warden of the South.
Yeah.
Sitting there looking down on everybody. They made a big deal over Robert E. Lee. Imagine what they would do if you tried to take down old Sam Houston.
Come on now. It'd be a problem.
It'd be carnage.
It'd be a problem.
Sam Houston there, he gonna stay there.
So, Jack,
Every time I drive past, that's all I hear.
Nick. Now, another thing that, of course, he spoke on last time was, and at the time it happened, was a slap by Will Smith to Chris Rock. We spoke on it. But since then, Jada Pinkett has written a book where she reveals that multiple times she tried to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Not saying exactly what the reason was.
I don't know why she keeps trying. She just get it done.
Oh, Lordy.
Don't be bad at everything.
Shit. Yeah.
You was an all right actress. You was a terrible wife. You was a bad mother. You was a who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it. Bilal told me everything.
Their good friend who
Bilal told me, Jada, he told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child.
Allegedly.
Yes, he did.
Allegedly.
Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview.
Yeah, in that interview, he said a lot. He said a lot.
He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith raped Jaden. He raped Bashir and he raped Meek Mills. And you know it, Bilal. Now I don't give no how far in the desert you run. You'll go from a Philly nigga to a sand, they'll still get you.
He's Philly though, Jay. It's Philly.
You know, he Meek Milk. As far as I'm concerned, he Meek Milk. I ain't calling him Mill no more. That's milk. That's Meek Milk. Added to the honeycomb. You got a meal.
So you believe the Dwayne Martin story that could have happened?
Of course. Everybody know that shit. And other women to go chase a fag. Go get you.
Yeah.
Look at my isn't he? Can you imagine if he's told the truth about their relationships? I want you to meet my husband. He a fag. Would you like to come over? I'll make cookies.
Now, Jack, you know
That's what these is doing. Hey, young man, come on over. My husband just wants to touch you for a little while on camera. I promise you, you won't feel a thing. Sniff this.
Okay. So, Jack,
Really? You stand on red carpets with and you sell an image of lies. Then you influence the public and ask the public to covet and want your life. Who wants that? Who jealous of that? Bunch of whack too afraid to find a real man and real love. So you marry a faggot for a Birkin bag and then turn your head while he's fucking a bunch of kids. I don't feel sorry for none of you, bitch. Don't y'all sit around writing your books, telling your sob stories. He was a going in. You should have known he was going to be a You married that and made babies with it. Look at Nicki Minaj. You got bitch and marrying level 3 sex offenders. And do you know since then, she done moved out. She don't live at the house they was living at no more. Kenneth there by herself. She literally got him a zoo. And she fills it with sex who don't mind rough sex.
No.
And she lives in another house with the baby. But he's supposed to be the primary custodian, which is why he ain't in jail where he's supposed to be, because he got to take care of the baby. But the only thing he's taking care of is making new victims. Who watching Papa Bear? I thought that's why he was here.
Allegedly.
Speaking of missing children, Tasha K, where are your kids? Because word on the street is you ain't got time to raise children. We already know that girl is Sheck, baby. You ain't had that child in quite some time. And you sent little Teddy to Africa with your husband people. What? You a married woman and you ain't got time to raise your kids?
She want that smoke, child.
But you want to
Jack
talk about
built for
mine
it.
all day, huh?
Jack built for that smoke.
That boy is under 10 years old being raised by Africans that you don't really know.
She want all that smoke.
For all you know, that little boy is playing in a pile of monkey shit right now. You don't know. Wrestling with rhinos shit. You know.
Girl, please. Girl, stop.
Where your kids, bitch? You busy running around trying to blackmail Kevin Hart for cheating on his wife when we all know he likes penis?
Oh.
Maybe you would have got that 250 if you would have told the truth. But you want to hold him to the fire over some shit you know ain't real. That ain't real. His mail order Bangkok bride. While he's looking so safe, laying in the Rock's arms, being cradled like a baby. You mean?
Okay. You
want to expose that he cheated on his wife with a man that would have sold. I ain't getting no fuck about no fake. Tell us the real. You supposed to be Tasha K. You supposed to have all the wine and the wine and the wine. Tell him he's a f***ing bitch.
So
I'm gonna need to smoke. I gotta take my meds.
yeah, hold on, wait. I gotta ask you, Jack, real quick.
33% THC. That's my medicine.
We're gonna take a little break. Oh, but hold on, wait, real quick. I have to ask because you mentioned sex workers.
Let me show you how we do stuff around here. Actually, my department uses Monday.com, so I'm good. Work
around a lot lately, and we see that 50 Cent is going at Diddy because his baby mother, I believe Daphne, is listed in a lawsuit as a sex worker for Diddy.
She a hooker Diddy bop.
Oh man,
she was a Diddy bop first. He just didn't know that.
Oh, dude, are the circles
you
that
must
small?
feel stupid as shit, Curtis. He sent it right to you.
She's up there.
She didn't send the herpes. He bring it, you know. I hope that didn't come with that. Would explain why you would be a little salty, though. You know, maybe you be posting on them outbreak days. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know. But the post was funny as I've been reposting. 50 been on a tear.
50 been on a tear.
You know?
He has reason.
Diaper rash will make cranky.
One more question before we take this break. Can you name some people in the Hollywood or the industry that are upstanding that you would be like, there's no smut on their name, they were just good people?
Yeah.
Can you just give us a couple people?
I have. Terry Lynn Carrington.
Okay.
My very good friend, who's worked with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis for many years, Don Clemens.
The Bobby.
The Baylors.
Hey, Bobby.
Gene and Marcus Baylor. Gene from Jeanne. Amazing. There are lots of people. I just don't like talking about them all the time. My girlfriend, Natalie Stewart in London.
Right.
Her and her husband, Maddox. Exemplary artists and people. I mean, I could give you a list, but you know what happens when I start talking about them? People start stalking them and hounding them and pressuring them, which is why my online life and my real life are absolutely separate.
Right.
Want to know what happens when that doesn't happen? When I don't protect people? My girlfriend gets called and said that she need to keep me away from her family because I'm marked for death and I'm gonna get her family killed. And I'm a piece of I used to husband while I was living at her house, even though I don't know never met the bitch. Or the guy that I'm dating, his entire criminal record and prison record gets put up and I didn't know nothing about it because these net trolls are that relentless. Best example, the last time I was here, you asked me about artists to watch out for.
Correct.
And there was one that I mentioned that I kind of downplayed.
Church. Oh, she said, don't give him too much. That's what's the name?
Jay French.
Jay French. My
Church.
God. My
the
God.
Mixtape.
That's out now.
It debuted a month ago. Number 2 on the iTunes rap charts worldwide. Only beaten by Kanye West. Independent.
Come on now. Let's go. Jay French, man. If you don't know, y'all ain't on game. Which brings me to my next question real quick before we 50 years of hip hop. Do you feel that it was done justice as far as the acknowledgement of the 50 years?
Nowhere near it. When you look at the redacted list of greatness in hip hop, people should have been acknowledged for what they were at the time they passed on the list. Honestly, everyone that passed is the list.
Come on, man. Big L.
The list.
Come on. Notorious Tupac.
The list. Biggie Smalls. The list.
Yeah.
Takeoff. The list.
No.
Pop Smoke. The list.
Man.
King Von. The list.
Oof.
Like,
no, these greats, yeah, Mo 3, these
you can
greats.
pick 20 of the last motherfuckers died in the last 20 years, and that's the best of hip hop. Gone.
Paula said she wished
Think
she
about
on
it.
the list.
Think about it. That's funny.
Lying mother. And if you remember, before I started being arrested and stuck in the net and stuck in my ass with How Doll and Philadelphia's main aim was to expose the actual true list
Very true.
for the 50th anniversary.
Without question.
And yet, my company was torpedoed and footage scattered, gone to the wind. I'm jailed, hospitalized, and people trying to get me to say that I'm schizophrenic.
Stay right there. We're gonna talk about the episode, but for right now, I just got to get your take on when we see a Killer Mike win 3 Grammys
And get arrested immediately after because Jay-Z paid somebody to him up just so he couldn't have a good night. Deshaun.
Amen.
Weirdo. Don't get no what you got in your head, that Neuralink. You'll never outthink me. Ever.
Oh, Lord.
All I do is frustrate your AI. You can't quantify me. You can't even control your wife. You gonna handle a bitch like me. You can't even control that goofy bitch. You should have did a better job. Maybe she wouldn't have had to lose her mind on Kathy.
That pink's okay.
You ain't protecting you. You're protecting her. Wonder why.
That's a good break. That's a good break. We're gonna break right there.
Taking Pimp C on everybody.
They're good.
Run.
Here we go. Not the walk. Yeah, baby. The walk. I'm going to drop the link for a little bit. If somebody got something to say about what's going on in these Hollywood streets, not just her, but I believe weirdo. She could have got kicked out of my studio when that weird behavior. Baby, the whole Hollywood is weird. The whole entertainment business is weird. The whole entire entertainment business is weird. I don't. It's a shame, but this what you see. This what you see, baby. This is what you see. That is Holly weird for you. I'm telling you, these clubs and stuff. I got this cold. They had the audacity to cut grass today. Yes, they did. They had the audacity to cut the grass. Yeah, yeah. What's up, Jay?
Hey,
I'm so stuffed up. What do you think about this?
good
What's going
evening.
on in this Hollywood? Hey,
Well, unfortunately, um, it's a shame that she's so upset about everything. I mean, we all know it's a lot of stuff that's going on. And personally, when I was younger, I was into music. Um, and one of my best friends her dad was a professional boxer, and her mom was a broadcast agent, so she had like connections in Philly, right? We end up going to a studio that Lauren Hill went to, Boys and Men, the whole nine, right? Um, and and the weird thing was that he had the producer that had this song for us, uh, brought us back to his house, and their mom, their parents, her mom allowed that to happen, and I was only like 15 at the time. I thought that was weird. And then they want to change your whole image. They want you they want to create this whole new image. The whole industry is just bad. It's set up and it's just wrong, especially for children to get into like at a young age. And that's a lot of that we're talking about too, with these kids getting in at an early age because they're fresh and young and vibrant, you know. And it is a lot of crazy stuff that goes on, but I think it has a lot to do with the parents. You know, luckily, um, I was smart enough to be like, no, if I'm going to do this, I would rather, do it authentically or independently instead of having someone dictate. Because you can see how the rabbit hole would just keep going. You know what I mean? You already invited me in your house, like, and I don't know you, and you're a grown man, and I'm 15. And it was weird because he did go to his bedroom, and I was just standing in the I was standing in his living room. And he's walking around. He's like, okay, just go ahead, start singing something, And he walks into the bedroom, and I thought that was weird. But the fact that because she is talented, but she's letting it get to her head where it's driving her crazy, where it's things that she can't control. She can talk about it, but I just hate to see her get so upset about it.
girl, that's Jaguar.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree, JC. I
That's
agree. Like
Jaguar.
you can discuss it, but the hostility of it all, and yeah, a lot of people are pissed off at what's going on in the industry and how they do us just as a people as a whole. But just how she goes about it, someone was playing something the other day, and they was putting it on a loop, and it was when she had when she was in the airport, and I was like, I've had to deal with the people in the airport because I travel a lot. But ain't no way I'm gonna cuss nobody out. I might get a little attitude, but
I come. That was funny as shit, though. Again, that's
yeah.
I
that is
remember
just.
what you're
So
talking
you
about.
going to see a
That
doctor?
was
She
funny.
said, "Get out of here."
Oh God, that's I covered all of that. I used to cover that. I got a lot of good old stuff. The best one is when she went to the mayor's office, right? But even who, even who, that's Jack.
They
But
showed
again,
that too. I mean, I seen it in real time because I was watching you and the other people and stuff like that, you know. But at the same time, it's like I'm not trying to get locked up and put behind bars for nobody, and not even
but
for myself.
But you know what?
that's the role that she decided to play, right? At the end of the
Mhm.
day, she was with these people. She's close to
Yes.
some of these people. She watched a lot of stuff. She seen a lot of stuff, right? Remember, she's out of that wave with Erica and the rest of them, right? She done toured with them. She knows a lot of people. Not this. I'm not. Remember, this channel. I don't know what's true and what's not true. Everything is alleged for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you. But so she might feel a little bit more different than the way we feel. It's different when you're going on tours and stuff and you're seeing stuff with your own eyes compared to us hearing the story. So, not saying that's why she should be mad, but I'm just
But
saying it might be a reason why she
Yeah,
should be
that's true
mad.
because even me working in the industry, like I would get an attitude about the stuff that was going on with me and my business partner with these rappers and these entertainers and stuff. But at the same time, I still kept my composure because I was building my career, you know?
yeah,
Yeah, but
exactly.
you don't have years and years and decades of seeing how this business isn't. Every that's some. I mean, even that other guy, what's that boy who used to play with Raven? Some of them, all of them get. I'm telling you.
But my thing is, if Jack is, because she's not dumb, like, you know what I mean. Obviously, she can form a sentence and some rational thoughts. If she knew this was going on, why did you stay around these people for so long? And then after getting out and understanding all this, you went to carbonation, you
She didn't
know.
go. She didn't go
Well,
to
well,
confirmation.
she didn't go to carbonation, but she had affiliates with
Well,
her.
that
She
wasn't
still
by her choice.
connected.
That wasn't by her choice. It just happened to go down like that.
Well, it just seemed like she just around a lot of these people, so it's hard for me to really take a lot of stuff that she say on face value because the anger might be coming from stuff that she did too.
I don't know the angles coming from any parts of that. That is just her, right?
Right,
that
exactly.
that's
It
That's
just
just
could
her
be coming
that's
from
just
character.
someone
She
else.
that's
believes.
just Jaguar right for you, baby. You better act like you know.
I
That
mean,
you gonna
it
get
could
a
be
show with
her.
that.
It could be how she is, but why? I mean,
You
everybody.
asking me?
No,
Come on.
no in general. I'm talking about. I'm just in general. You know what I'm
Nobody
saying?
listen.
Everybody has their little things, like you know,
That's
and it
because
stems from something.
I'm not trying to analyze. I ain't trying to. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm done with that part, right? I
Okay,
believe it as that's just as how she is, right? It's
it
always
is what
something.
it is.
It's always something. Hey y'all, it's always
Hey,
something. It
Richard
is what
Dipperfield said, if it ain't one thing, it's another. And it's so true.
well,
yeah.
grandma said it before him, right? And great grandma said it. He must have got it from the
Of
older
course,
folks.
Big Mama said it, Medea said it.
Uh-huh. It's never, and the other one is never a dull moment.
Yeah, some people, like you said, it is what it is. She's who she is, and a lot of people just like drama. They gotta have that stuff, so like they feel like that's what keeps them ticking and going. But but as far as these artists and stuff, I
It
don't
got
know.
to the point that she has her own sector. Shit,
Yeah,
she got her own
She sure
sector.
does. And I will say this. Uh, everything that she has said in the past has come to pass. I will say that.
that's why I said she knows
In so
what
many
she
different
talking
industries.
about. It ain't like she crazy. where she don't know what she doing. She gonna say, you know what, this is if anybody knows something, I know something. And it is what it is. But the way she go about it is a little, you know what it is. Like you said, she has her own people to accept that for who
No,
she
I
is.
said she got her own sector. I ain't say they accept nothing. You not listening.
Okay. I got you.
I said sector. Didn't say
For the better
accept.
part of the last couple of years, she has been the algorithm has been on her because that's all that people be talking about is her.
She pops in
Yeah.
here. She be popping in here. I'm like, hey, Suge. I mean, what I'm serious. She does pop up in here. Give us a little come talk
I
and
done
chill
been
with
in the
us
bushes
sometimes.
when she popped in.
Oh Lord. Oh Lordy. So I had to I had gotten busy, then I had to cause that sector's crazy. And I didn't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of beef. I don't want I don't want no parts of problems. I don't want no parts of none of that. I just want to come do my show.
Yeah.
And no, I don't try to take on people enemies, and I don't try none of that. But whew, but
Hmm.
I mean, when it comes down, but the things are what the part that we missing. It's a lot of shit. I mean, even though we know already, it's going on in this daggone in this. If I ain't using that for a thing, I'll probably do that later on. But that's this industry. They might just burn it all up. Just everybody got to go. And far as somebody talking about independence, I keep trying to tell you guys, there is no real thing, such no real independence.
Mm.
There is no real independence. It's a it's a yeah, you may not be bound to a company, but you need distribution. You need how do you get how do you unless you want to sell your stuff from out of your trunk, even to get into some of these to get these little gigs. You don't know who own these little places. Like once you blackball. Sometimes it's even hard to get a gig. Cause they
Hmm.
figure if that person is up at your place, they'll find ways to get your thing shut down, right? Or you may do so good. Like whose stage are you getting on? That's
And
somebody's stage.
yeah, that was one thing
Look at
that
the first
Jack did
lesbian
say.
from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Remember what happened with her? She couldn't get no work. She was blackballed from the industry.
Yeah, she was saying how we need to wipe them all out and start over. And in this new generation, we're trying. It's a lot of these old people that still have power and control.
Mhm.
That's been and you have to think about it. It's all like we talk about these Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes. Like that's what the music industry is now, or just the industry in general. Um, if you're not selling enough tickets, it's going to be rigged to, like, if you're in a contest, say, and you're not selling that many tickets, it gets rigged to whoever put the most amount of money into the show.
And, and then it's gotten to the point it's not even about talent anymore.
No, it's not.
Because look how we could do a song, right? So and that's being that we're doing it ourselves, it makes it ours, and now it's copyright free or whatever. So we don't even need them to do that anymore, right? So now they'll say, look at little Uzi Vert. You got to become like that now to be sellable. So they selling characters now. It's not even talent anymore. It's a character. Like how weird can you look, or how
Yep.
like this orchestrated beef. Now all of a sudden, two good guys. Now all of a sudden they beefing, and then now because J Cole didn't want the beef against K Dot. K Dot didn't say nothing. The hit go Drake, and I'm like, even that fake beef that's going on with Chris Brown and Quavo. I'm like, come on, this ain't the. But that's because stuff ain't shaking. Every time stuff is regular, and they know they have to cause some type of dysfunction for us to wake up and give them our money, right? Like we start going to sleep. Oh shit, they sleep. You write a record about this one and you respond. So while we woke up, oh snap, did you hear such and such, such and such, such and such? They every time we go to sleep, they find a reason to wake us up. And that's what they're doing now. Because I'm like, what was the I don't get the purpose of Kenneth Lamar. And
And it's a lot of people that are very talented that all this stuff because they push fear. So the people that really are truly talented that love music and really want to do this are shied away from it, and just said, I'd rather not deal with all of that. So that's why we're dealing with a lot of these people that's like, yeah, I'm willing to do this stuff, just to, be famous. And who heck the music.
because they're gonna be out of jobs soon. That's why.
Yeah.
They all gonna be out of work soon. Excuse me. They all gonna be out of work soon. People gonna be doing stuff their own. People gonna be sitting down doing everything themselves. They're not gonna be income, and that's why they gotta keep coming up with these different characters, right? And then you give it like 10, 20 years, ain't gonna be no upcoming stars. Not when you like again, the AI could just do it for you. Don't need
They're
it.
already implementing the AI entertainers.
Mm-hmm. And the commercials, a lot of people gonna be losing their jobs. So now the only thing they can sell that is human is your character.
Yes. That's why a lot of these girls are online doing these AI things to make money where they just repeat. What do they call them? It's a acronym for NPCs, where they just repeat stuff over and over again like they're an AI generated person, and people love that. It's weird.
Oh, for about 52 miles, continue. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's big on TikTok.
Yeah.
And after a while, even the sexier they dress or all the clothes that they got on, they gonna be losing their jobs too. Because if people could build their own, they ain't gonna need the 3 or 4 they losing their jobs too. They're gonna sit up there in them little bathroom
They got
brothels.
whole robots that they can order.
Exactly. Even in them bathroom brothels. I don't know if y'all know what that. I know y'all know what it is, but that's when it's like a really dark thing.
Where you pay like $1 or so, or a couple dollars to see him behind the glass.
No, it's still in that. It's still there. That's the ones when you don't see them, and you just pay just to bang, 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 and leave. That
because you said brothel. Okay.
Well, a brothel is a brothel. You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah.
But this particular one is not like the peekaboo one, but it's in the same thing. It's like all of the things they lined up and they just pick the hole that they want to go. That's when a lot of the right.
Yeah.
That's when a lot of diseases was exposed there, baby. A lot of people got diseases with that.
Remember what was it called, Suge? The something ranch. Remember back in the day? They had
them a lot of places.
Not the Bunny Ranch. It was something
I
else.
don't remember none of them names.
But Lamar Odom, he got caught in one of them. Remember when he was going through all that stuff?
That was wasn't the Bunny Ranch, but it was.
Not yet.
But this one is strictly this is not legal. I think the one he went to was legal. That's Nevada. Las Vegas do stuff like that. Nevada.
Yeah.
Right. But this one that's them little dark places, boy, where
God.
so all of them they gonna lose their jobs too. Cause they gonna have to
like the red light district.
They gonna lose their jobs too. Cause now they gonna have their robots there, and they're gonna have the robots once they put that thing up in there. That robot gonna suction their shit
Right? Yeah, you.
Consider their job. Consider them
Not
fired too.
suctioning the eggplants.
They gonna, women gonna be like, can I get a robotic box?
I got a robotic mouth. Y'all starting early. Y'all cutting up
It's gonna be
early.
the packages. It ain't gonna be the robots because they gonna know they robots. It's gonna be let me get package B, package A, package
Exactly.
package D.
And then when you in the dark,
Yeah.
this was gonna make them girls really lose their job. Cause when you in the dark, cause it's pitch black up in there, and baby, and you don't at that point, it's gonna take them to places they're not even gonna care that it's a robot. So 3 or 4s, they asses is almost they losing their jobs too.
Mm.
You streetwalkers gonna lose their jobs too.
I was about to say, sugar, are the robots gonna be the new streetwalkers? Are they gonna be on the road street walking?
Yeah, it's gonna be like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it's gonna suction this shit.
And they be walking around like,
Yeah, Jack.
It's gonna be like an octopus on.
They like, well, damn, then that thing gonna be doing all types of take the whole thing and do swirls around the thing. Why?
Wait,
all types of cartwheels.
Not to do it as well, sugar. I can't. Doing a handstand with the swirls.
They're gonna be moving this with JJ, the heads, and everything at the same time.
I'm not ready. I'm gonna start my squats right now. Let me stop.
Then it's unlimited lubrication. Just keep pressing the button. You get a nice sweat as you. They gonna lose their jobs too. That's why. I'm serious. That's because some of them married these daggone robots. Treat them good. They treat them things.
They sure do. They sure do.
Human being good, but you're gonna treat this thing good, and then you make it just the way you want it. Right. So now all them little girls short of years of 10, they're losing their jobs too. Because if Shorty is a 10, if I could make my own.
The only downfall is for us is that if we were to do it, they don't make money. Can we send them to work? The male robots, can we?
What you talking about? The robots already be going to work. They got people in restaurants.
She said we're going to have to marry one. Because he could come home with somebody.
I'm sure. Remember that old? That was an. But remember that?
Oh no, y'all.
The series called V. Sugar. Do you remember V? When the aliens and the humans united or whatever, it was like way in the 80s. And it was another show like that too.
Shit, I don't have to go marry me a robot too. I want one. We have to pick one.
Right, that's why I said don't play with me.
Like, get the one with the highest job. We ain't got to worry about what you doing. We ain't got to worry about nothing. Right. Matter of fact, just bring us somebody. Thank you, because a lot of people they're gonna be losing their jobs.
That's why keep the real dusties away from the robots. They gonna be turning the robots into dusties too.
Oh no, I'm making my own. I'm happy as remote control in my hand and stuff.
Somebody making a little gangster.
There's your robot cheating on you. Your little robot code out there cheating on you and shit.
Yo, imagine somebody be able to hack your robot because they wanted it.
The next thing you know, you fighting them. Next time you outside messing with Tommy the robot. The girl's gonna be stuck, and you know what's so crazy? Girls will still be out there fighting over a robot. They fight over men. They gonna fight. You was messing with Tommy the robot, cheating with you. What robot ain't gonna know what the hell? I was just servicing, doing my job.
Right.
I'm in service.
And she gonna be like, I wasn't messing with him, and you gonna be like, yes, you was, because I saw him on your track. saw him. I saw him
Is
coming right
it,
to you because it's on the GPS. Girl, why you lying? That's how I found
wait,
y'all.
imagine getting home and then trying to cuss the robot
I
robot
know,
out.
right? I am Timmy the robot. I was programmed to be of service, and she needed my
Go,
help.
going crazy, talking to yourself.
They were like, Tommy, Tommy, why you do this to me? I will service you
Issa Rae,
tonight. You.
Issa Rae's artist has a video like that. It's a song, and D Smoke is a part. He's featured in it. But yeah, basically, she just made her. She got her man delivered. She programmed him and did everything, with him and everything. But then she started seeing that he was just a robot. He didn't sleep. He couldn't get wet. It was certain things he didn't understand, But they, the
But
technology now is way
she still was
different.
doing better with him than a real man anyway. Shit. That everything you named, that's a
Exactly.
man. Go carry on. Everything that you named. Only difference is you ain't gotta worry about him
Why
beating the
did she
heck out of
bury
you.
him though? She poured water on him and buried him and then dug him up. She dug him back up like, forget this. This is better than what
Oh my
would not be
God.
not having him.
Man. Now I just watched a short. I be watching these short clip movies. I like horror movies and weird drama and stuff like that. And she was in love with this boy in high school, but she could never like get with him, and she seen him later on in life, and she could have swore like he recognized her, but then or she thought that he when she seen her when she seen him later on in life, she thought he would recognize her, but when he seen her, he had no clue who she was. So she was heartbroken. Realized he had a family and kids and all this other stuff, and was like, oh my gosh, this is never going to be her whole life. She had pictures and just waited till she met this guy again. Supposedly she's like in a dark room just obsessing with this guy forever and ever, and then you see this mannequin in her room that's like dressed up like him, and she's messing with him, playing with him, pretending to feed him, and having sex with him. And at the end of the short film, you realize that she actually abducted him and made him into like this model, and like cut his tongue out, talk, cut his hands off so he couldn't do nothing. And you thought he was a mannequin, like, or some kind of little doll, but it was actually a person, yo. It was twisted. It was twisted. But see, that's how serious stuff, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
people
that's
want
why.
to take this stuff serious. It's gonna
Why
get
don't you
wild.
stop it, damn it? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why they're coming
That
up with
is
all this.
crazy.
That's why talent is gone. They have to sell characters now. Everybody is a character, right? That's because even in the concerts, they got it too as the people do most of the singing. I got to saying they singing with you, but it's then we nice to hear you hear one. We gotta feel good to hear you sing one. They don't even sing one whole line of that song. Da 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 da. Like da, 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 da. I'm like, mm-mm.
No, I
I
just
would
told my dad that because we were talking about Frankie Beverly, and I was telling him that, I was like, he was like, well, he finally gonna do it this time because he been saying he was gonna do it. I said, yeah, I think that he gonna do it this time. But I said, all they do is just, have the audience sing their songs anyway, and then they just
but
get a couple
Frankie
of words in
Beverly
and put the
deserves
mic
that.
out to the audience, and the audience sings.
But Frankie Beverly earned that right.
Oh yes, he does. I love me some Frankie Beverly.
I went to his concert a couple of years ago, and he sung a lot of the songs. But at his age,
I got this
at
see
his age, he's aging,
yeah.
aging. Like I think it was like 3 years ago. I had a good time, and he sung majority of the songs. It wasn't more of that, but remember, 3 years when you're that age, it's really like 3 years, it's really like 6 years added to him, right? But that's when people is his age and have performed for so long, you don't mind. Because we know why. Not these young
Yeah.
folks.
Exactly.
Not these
He
young
does.
folks.
Frankie Beverly does free concerts all the time in Philadelphia. What is it?
And
Frankie Beverly and Hayes?
Maze.
Maze. I said Hayes. Oh Lord. Yeah.
But that's the
I
name
went
of the
to.
group actually. But
Yeah, that's the group.
but even who he like somebody like all the old school ones still give a way better performance. But some days when they got their bad days, remember they on that stage for 2 and 3 hours. They got to do the mic check. They got to do the full show before they do the show.
Charlie Wilson put on
And
an
be
excellent
mostly
show.
them jumping around and just
I had my
doing
tickets to
stupid
Charlie,
stuff.
and I'm just so lucky because I haven't had to pay for none of them. But that Charlie Wilson one, oh, that was a great. I still got.
Oh,
I put them up. That was a great show. That even that 50th hip hop. I think I went to the one in Yankee Stadium. I went to the one in where LL did his. I always get the VIP seats. I don't think I ain't got to pay for none of that, but I've been to
Suge,
all of
you
them.
know what I
Uh-huh.
went to? Oh, what was that group? You know the group that sings "Take Me to Another Land"? Take me to
Take me
what's
to
that?
what Arrested Development.
What?
Arrested Development.
Yes, I went to that
I
concert.
just
That was
said
a group concert. That was everything, y'all. That was so much fun. That was so much fun.
Mm-hmm. And but these days again, before we used to pay for the performance. Now we pay for the characters, right? And then that's like people can say what they want. I'm gonna say what I want. I would never pay for a Chris Brown video. I'm not paying to watch you dance all day. You got to be like Michael Jackson, baby. You got to learn how to do it together. I ain't come there to see your moves. I come there to hear you sing and move.
Absolutely,
That's
sugar.
why I
I
leave this
agree.
stuff. My daughter, like, I don't know none of this new music. None of it.
Most of these artists danced just as hard as you back in the days and put in just as much work, and they still had to sing. People think that's why I said they selling the character. Like all you do is hear their name, and you figure you there, and you see their face, and that's not a concert. That's not a
He's not a
concert.
strong singer and dancer together combined, but he's a great entertainer.
I didn't pay to
His
see
albums
that.
are fire.
I did not pay to see that. I paid for a concert. I didn't just if you're gonna entertain, you have to sing. No, I'm not paying. I'm not paying to see it. I would never pay to see none of your concerts. You entertaining who? You dancing here, then you sweating, then you giving them the microphone to
I
the
know,
people.
man. And they used to do what? They used to do outfit changes. Used to be
His
able to
albums
change
are
their
alright.
outfits, like
His albums is alright.
outfits.
Cause he ain't singing nothing that get to your soul. Right? He ain't singing nothing that get to your soul. He just singing regular old songs. Whatever's out. But again,
I'm
he's
gonna
a
run. I'm
character.
gonna run to the store
I
real quick.
believe
I'm gonna drop for a minute.
all right, I believe if he wasn't a character,
Be right back.
I believe we would see more of him. But being that he's a character now, that's all that we see. If he wasn't a character and things was about the performance, I think we'll see a better Chris Brown. I think we'll see absolutely better
I
Chris
agree,
Brown.
sugar. I agree. Yeah, definitely.
But it ain't like that no more. You figure, shit, well, I gotta be the only one singing, right? Well, I gotta be the only one singing it there.
You see, New Edition is still all of them. BBD, as well as the group New Edition, is still performing, and they put on a great performance, singing and dancing.
That's the
They got
only
them
group
moves.
I missed. I got sick that day when they was out here. I missed two people I regret missing, and that was Maxwell, and that was New Edition.
I haven't seen them yet. I've seen Maxwell. My regret is not seeing Phyllis Hyman and Prince.
Oh, and Aretha Franklin, right before she passed, she did a concert. and they said that was the one of the best. They said particularly that day that was one of her best concerts. Them three I missed. What are they doing? But rather than that, I think I don't see some of every. I don't see some of everybody over the years. I don't think there's not too many people I missed. Oh, but I finally saw my, and you know, it's so crazy. I always missed Eric B. Last year, I got a chance to see my Eric B. I was to dinner. I'm like, okay, I'm straight now. I'm not Eric B. Rakim.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
straight now.
expecting him to come out here to a concert they had put on Facebook and it wasn't even real, and I was pissed the hell
Mm-mm.
off because I was ready.
And he is the only one, dress wise, still represents hip hop in its natural form. His clothes, it has evolved a
Yes,
little bit,
definitely.
but
Mhm.
when you see him on that stage, that's hip hop. All his other extra shit, he never changed. He kept it exactly to he's older now, but
What do you
it
think
shows
about
you
Big
how
Daddy Kane and his performances?
Big Daddy can't always dress like how he dressed. Big Daddy can't always. It was Big Daddy Kane. He always was so fresh and so clean. That's always been Big Daddy Kane.
That's a smooth operator right there. Mm-mm-mm.
I done seen him like 3 times, right? And they haven't hit Mr. C's funeral. I think it's the 30th. Yep, the tickets is free. They're having a big old thing, but I don't want to go. But a lot of my peoples are going, so they all going to be there. I splurged in 2021 to see Usher in a concert. Usher still doing the damn thing. They were $300 tickets close to the stage. Usher stopped his dance routine to give me a hug. Now, Usher is one of the last performers. Usher is one of the last entertainers and performers and singers. But to me, ain't nobody out doing that. As far as the young ages, ain't nobody out
No,
doing Luke James.
no, absolutely not.
And they was like, because I remember they were talking about the Mario in the verses that he did against Omarion. I'm saying, yeah, Mario feel good because he didn't have no competition. His competition was that damn Luke James. You would have had to go dig all in your bag to
Yes.
mess with Luke James. Luke James could be on the
Mm-hmm.
floor singing, turning around.
I'm telling you,
He
yes,
could
sugar,
hit
yes.
every falsetto, every note that it could hit. Okay, stop playing with me. And Tank knew that. Tank knew that when Tank came out on that damn stage. But get some Luke James up there. Mario, that wouldn't have been no easy street, baby. But he knew Omar, but he was so cocky. Little Omarion was a little bit extra cocky. So Mario
Yeah, I
had to
heard.
shake him. But far as competition
Mm-hmm.
wise and singing wise, Luke James was the only person who would have suited Mario because again, we don't have them type of singers no more. Everything is characters or underground or characters. And that's crazy, but it is what it is.
I love to see Kim perform.
What Kim?
Me and my twin, not little Kim, but Kim, the man singer, R&B singer.
Oh,
Me and
Kim.
my twin.
Yeah.
Baby. He puts on a great
Speed check reported ahead on
performance.
I-5 South.
Yo, you better slow down.
I ain't up. It's just telling me I ain't speeding, girl. I don't play. I already got a ticket a couple weeks ago.
I've never seen him on videos getting tired after dancing. Uh Jackie, that's when that was verses with Keith Sweat. I don't remember Keith Sweat in no verses, was he? And then all of a sudden, what
Yeah, he
happened to
did bad.
verses?
He did bad.
What? But I'm saying though, him and Bobby Brown. Him and Bobby Brown. Yeah. That was a good damn show too. But I want to know what happened to the verses. What happened?
Swiss B sold it, and the last verses I think was Shaka Khan and
No, it
Stephanie
was one.
Mills.
It was
It was
one after
another
that.
one.
It
Yeah, it
was
was
one
another
after.
one after that. Yeah, whatever one, he was pissed off, and I don't know what happened after that.
They claimed that's when they sold it to Trilla. And then all of a sudden, it's not even the fact that we don't even, after they got their money, we don't even hear about it no more. Now that's crazy.
Nope, nope. And that's what people were saying. That's what was gonna happen. You know.
That's crazy. And I mean, they're gonna be opening up their own vendors, having their own shows, production shows and stuff. But that's money. You know, they got the people. You know, but technically it was free in the beginning. And then they started charging at the end. So then now they had to, bust off all the people that was singing in the house who did it for free. Right? But that was a great idea. But I couldn't wait for my verses, boy. I was stuck like glue. But it did keep us company during the pandemic. It really did. But I think they're going to show another part of Miss Jaguar. They're going to show what I would definitely be back on later, probably like 8 or 9 my time. I'll be back on. I don't know what the heck we're talking about, but I just want to do like a couple of short ones. I got to keep resting because they had the audacity to cut the daggone grass, bastards. But we out of here.
See y'all soon. Be blessed.
Sugar love is her name, spreading sweetness too. Her voice like velvet, smooth as a summer breeze. Her podcast, the soundtrack to everybody's ears. Sugar love, she's the queen of soul. Ooh, yeah. Her podcast, the place where the stories unfold. Ooh, yeah. News and entertainment with a touch so sweet. She's the heartbeat of the community's beat. Ooh, she brings the news with flavor like a cup of hot tea. Uncovering stories, bringing light to what we see. Ooh, with her infectious laughter, she uplifts every soul. Sugar love, she's the one who makes us feel whole. She's the one who makes us feel whole. In the land of real, there's a love that's true. Sugar love is her name, spread